county restroom, somewhere on the second floor. She lies in a room no one visits anymore. No cards or family pictures, no gifts, no wedding band, just a single withered flower bud held tightly in her hand. She's been silent for so many years, no one really knows just what the story is of Marion's Rose. It was May 1942 at an airfield in the rain. A girl with auburn hair walked a young pilot to his plane. He handed her a flower, said this won't bloom until I hold you in my arms again, then like our love it will. As he climbed into his fighter, she saw painted on its nose a crimson blue, and above the words, Marion's Rose. He was never found when his plane went down in a midnight Allied raid, but she held on to that rosebud and the promise he had made. Till 64 years later, on a cold October dawn, a gentle breeze blows through the room. Marion's gone. Word spreads round the second floor. Hurry, come and see the miracle that's going on down the hall in 203. As they gathered by the bedside, some cried but no one spoke, as they witnessed the full blooming of Marion's Rose. They'll forever tell the story, but only heaven knows the promise that was finally kept of Marion's Rose. They'll forever tell the story, but only heaven knows the promise that was finally kept of Marion's Rose.
And mighty music there. And Mary, it's Radio Luxembourg 208.
208.
There it is, program 208.
Speaking of radio, how's your stint on the radio going?
Well, you know, getting used to it after the technical problems have been resolved. And Tuesday nights from 8 to 9.
And what kind of music can we expect?
Well, mine... quite a variety,
okay.
Quite a variety. But I must say, all the other DJs have some great country and western and Irish music. And I know.
Here you are.
This is what he's playing.
Well, now I have there's a whole different
classic
variety.
Films.
Yeah. Well, we'll.
Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yes, we've music from the
dueling banjos.
Yes, indeed, famous. Yes, well, lots more.
And classic essential driving.
Well, on camera at the moment we have Sean Murphy, and Sean Murphy, of course, will most likely be doing a programme in the future.
Did we expect anything from that?
It will be rather special.
Could he arrive at the studio on a Honda 50?
That's a possibility. A possibility.
Anything is possible.
But at the yes, it brings us back to that wonderful St. Patrick's Day parade in Corriganima.
But you saw it on the road.
Yes.
You didn't see it being driven where I saw it being driven.
You mean the Honda 50?
Yes.
Oh yes, no, I didn't see it.
We'll let that for another night, will we?
Right. And of course we thank Brendan for coverage of the Carriganima St. Patrick's Day Parade last week. And this week now, just last night, you had Danjo's coverage of the Carriganima St. Patrick's Day Parade. Looking really well.
Macomb as well, I think.
Yes, Macomb was last week.
Oh, was Macomb last week?
But last night, Wednesday night, we had on LTV1 the Carriganima. But anyway, Mary...
we've loads.
We have indeed. And Mary, do you know what? We're this year, the year of the centenary, what do you think we have acquired from a very good and loyal fan of LTV2? But this is Davy Barrett's on loan at the moment.
The
one
Titanic.
and only Titanic. Isn't it magnificent? Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful itself. Now the Titanic
picture.
itself, very interestingly, I had an actual phone call from Maurice Walsh, who lives in Ickenham near London. And Maurice was explaining to me that he has over the years been in contact with the Jesuit priest who actually discovered the Father Brown photographs. His name was Father Eddie O'Donnell, and goodness, wouldn't it be interesting to speak with that man? And he has given us a contact number for that particular person, so you never know.
You never know.
This was and of course Father Brown took all those photographs on the Titanic when he was coming from Southampton to Cove.
And actually, I think you have something here, actually, that I was looking at the last night. Is there...
The DVD, which we'll be discussing another night, of...
was it Denny Buckley?
Denny Buckley, the famous survivor from the Titanic. And
Borbie man.
Absolutely, fascinating altogether. But William this week, anyway, has coverage of the weigh-in.
They think we're talking about too much coverage of the weigh-in.
Oh dear.
And I think you should know that these were put here by Sean Murphy. He insisted on them being there, so we just ignore him.
Yeah, he's just creating further temptation here as such. But
Sean, well done on the weigh-in and colour.
Well, we must say well done to the people who lost the really
That's
serious weight,
right.
and to everyone who was involved. But Anthony Barry, for example, lost an amazing and wonderfully inspiring 51 pounds.
That's right, I heard that. Well done, Anthony.
And and I lost 9, and I feel happy about it.
How bad?
So it's not too bad. Then
a loss is a loss.
Indeed, absolutely. Now, also we're going to be going to Foyle National School tonight.
Okay, what's happening there?
Because there's a heritage centre there and wonderful nights of great traditional music and so on. But and of course William Fitzgerald himself is a past pupil of Foyle National School.
Long time ago, Sean.
Well, that night, believe it or not, Mary, we were looking at some of the images from the past there, and there was this very large class. Lo and behold, didn't I point out, William? He hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. So that's anyway. More about that later. More about that later. Anyway, and Brendan and Jerry are going to be talking about something really special tonight.
That's right. I think Brendan was actually busy before we came to the studio.
Absolutely, they're on. Absolutely. So now, so Mary, one other thing there. The play out in Newmarket that Bernard Cower recorded the last night, it was known as Lend Me a Tenor. Now, not a T-E-N-N-E-R, but a T-E-N-O-R. And it starred people like...
Someone like you'll be playing there now in your radio show.
Exactly. It starred people like John O'Sullivan from Millstreet and Philip Linehan, whose mum came from Millstreet, and many others also. Absolutely excellent production, and there'll be more about that in future programmes. And a reminder there, of course, that before the end of the season, we'll be meeting that very famous person. You know who that person is.
Maureen O'Hara.
Exactly. Maureen O'Hara. Well, we met Maureen down in Glengariff, but we also went to the west of Ireland to have a look at where they made The Quiet Man. But William will be telling us all about that at a future programme before the end of the season itself. So
I suppose we better go and get some news.
Absolutely. So it's time for Eileen's regional news.
Dears Mary of Galera and welcome to LTV2 News. Here are the results of this week's Parish Lotto draw, which was held at Tarrant's Bar on Sunday night. Numbers drawn were 2, 11, 21 and 28, and the jackpot was not won. €100 went to Mary Mead Cullen. The seller was Herlihy Centra, and they got €50 seller's prize. €50 went to Heather Cahill, care of Eta. 20 each went to Peter Horgan, Kilmeady, Owen, Jack and Anna Tarrant of Tarrant's Bar, Eileen Tucker, Ballydaly, Dennis O'Brien, Clahura Beg, Jackie O'Carroll, Canturk, Mary Murphy, care of Mary O'Connor, and Tina Neenan of Ballydaly. Jackpot for next week is 6,400 and the draw will be at the Bush Bar on Sunday night. The organisers of Daffodil Day collections in our town last Friday want to say a million thanks to all those who contributed or helped in any way to make it the wonderful success that it was. The collection outside the shops in the town brought in 3,000. And the coffee morning, which was held by Mary Fitzgerald in the J Hall, yielded €800. As well as that, the organisers of the weekly bingo passed a bucket around on Thursday night and collected €500. This they matched from their own funds and brought it up to 1,000. In all, €4,800 was raised here on Daffodil Day. A massive amount of money for a good cause in these recessional times. So well done to all those who did the groundwork, and may God reward their efforts. Oban Social Club will hold their annual table quiz on Good Friday night, April the 6th at their community hall, and it starts at 8:30, and please support it well. The annual Vintage Day takes place on Easter Sunday, the 8th of April, centred at K&L Yard in Mount Leader. The proceeds go to various charities every year. A note here to say that our active retirement group want to say that they're going to Granville's in Macroom on Friday the 20th of April for dinner, and going on to the Briery Gap afterwards to see Calamity Jane. Then on Wednesday the 25th of April, they're going to the Easter conference in Charleville. All those who would like to go along with them, please contact the Canon O'Donovan Centre at 029 70926 before the 3rd of April. People of all ages are enjoying the great out of doors on our loop walks since the fine weather set in. And on Sunday last, over 100 people from Bishopstown Orienteering Club held a treasure trove in Clara Mountain, and the Mallow Walking Club was also here. Please let me remind you that our next walking festival will be on April the 14th and the 15th. A great programme is being prepared with walks to suit all ages. And it's the perfect opportunity for beginners to get acquainted with walking, because all walks will be guided and there will be help at hand at all times. And the Monster Mac is coming here on April the 28th. A man's gold wedding ring was found in the square several weeks ago. It is initialed, and contact me at 086 316 3285 if you think it's yours, and I will put you in touch with the finder. Félicule Shroudvillan takes place at the community school on Sunday the 22nd of April, with all the usual competitions on the list. Teas and refreshments will be available at the venue on the day. The month of April is clean up month, and our Tidy Town Committee is going to have a massive sweep up on the 10th and the 12th. Meeting in the square each evening at 7:30. They would appreciate all the help that they can get from every man, woman and young person in the area. Some people can clean up outside their area, they can go out and join the group, and please note that approach roads to the town must always be cleaned and kept litter free. This is a community effort. Please give it your full cooperation on April the 10th and the 12th. Our beautiful country park is revving up for a real outdoor bash on Easter Sunday and Bank Holiday Monday. A full programme of events is planned with items to suit all ages. Look up their website for details of their Easter camp, which goes on from Monday until Thursday of that week. Or give Lorna a ring at 029 70810. The holy season of Lent is moving on, and don't forget to bring your piece of Pam to Mass next Sunday. Pam will be blessed before all Masses at the weekend. Meanwhile, the Stations of the Cross will be said on Friday evening at 7 o'clock, followed by Mass at 7:30. Exposition of the Blessed Sacrament in our church every Wednesday from 10 in the morning until 10:30 at night. And good luck to the Mockra team who are competing in the Munster finals of score in Templemore on Saturday evening. And now that's all from me. We'll go back to the rest of the programme.
Loads of news again from Molly this week.
She never loses.
No, tell you, pages of news.
News. Yes.
Off you go. I think you have someone to congratulate, don't you?
Oh, we must congratulate Declan Sheehan and Margaret Lucy, who got married last week.
Good day, head ball.
If you're watching this, Declan, you're watching on the internet in San Francisco. No. We had a great day at the wedding.
Yes, that's the stuff. And coming up, there's a few dates, the 10th, the 12th, 13th and the 14th of April in Clondrohid Hall. Showstoppers presents Oh What a Night. Admission is €10 and you can, ticket bookings is 086 857 5153 after 3 p.m. The charity this year is Build for Life for Cystic Fibrosis. This is a yearly show that goes on. It's always a great night and so give it your best support, and I'm sure one of our cameramen will go along on the night and we'll have a sample of that.
Peter Lane brought that to the studio especially tonight.
That's very good.
From Clondrohid there's 2 Peter Lanes, but anyway.
And coming up in Carriganema, Bill Music, Easter Sunday night.
Oh, Easter Sunday night we've Tommy
The 8th of April.
Yeah.
Tommy G.
Tommy G all the way from Charleville.
28th of April.
28th of April. Oh yes, we have the 2 mics.
2 mics.
That were there before.
Yes, and keep note there's a full quiz also coming up.
Mary will be there on those 2 nights, is that correct?
Well, I'll be there one of them anyway.
One of them anyway, right. Which one?
Have to wait and see.
Right, okay.
So, how was the parade?
The parade?
In Carriganema.
That's all done and dusted.
I never said it wasn't done, I just asked you how was
We're preparing
it?
for next year's already, actually.
Okay, who was the best float on the day?
Well, we were looking for the dirtiest, shookest tractor.
And
I had one in mind, and the tractor did come alright, but it was washed, so that automatically disqualified that person.
did Jerry Reardon manage to do the lint of the parade this year?
He did actually, yeah.
Did he?
And if you were watching local TV last night, Jerry sang a verse of a song.
Did
Is that right, Jerry?
Is it right that the pig got away from you?
Oh, the runaway pig? Well, that was not in the parade. That was when you go through the village to the turning around the area to come back.
That's when he got away?
The pig jumped out over a trailer, yeah.
Alright, okay.
There was just a few little things. I wouldn't worry about them.
Okay, fair enough.
You know? So the piggy wanted to go to the market.
I think we're going to see a bit of that, or did we see some of that last night? Is that what
I
Bernard
saw
was
it
saying?
last night,
Yeah.
yes. We might kind of borrow some of that footage from Danger and put it on here some night before we finish.
Might be no harm at all.
And by the way, we've only 4 more weeks to go, folks, and we're on holidays for the summer, but I think we might still be on the internet. Is that
Yes,
right,
I
Mary?
think so. Bernard confirmed that tonight that he would continue to download for the summer. Now we're going to Tipperary.
No.
No?
God help us, Mary. We are not going to Tipperary.
Okay.
Tipperary is coming to Cullen.
Oh, fair enough.
You know, so
No.
we're going back to where Willie went to school.
Yes, but that's not
You said
Cullen.
it was about 50 years ago.
No, I said 40.
It
It was Willie I was talking about, not you.
no, right. Yes.
So we're going to File National School.
File National School, which I think is Cullen National School.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not.
Back to File. What's the name of the band?
Moss's Country Roadshow.
And he is from Tipperary.
Tipperary. And
So-
he's back. Sean Hadley was telling me that he saw pictures of Willie in that school.
That's right, he said it earlier on.
Do you know what we might do? We might just slip over there someday and just get that picture.
Yeah, not
So
a
I'd
bad
like to see
idea.
it for myself. And another thing we must do as well, we must sneak into the men's shed with our camera, because I believe that was for men only.
And?
There was a couple of women there last week. I don't believe it. I heard that,
That right, Jerry?
you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we will just walk in there one of these
10
Tuesday
women there,
nights.
Jerry said.
10 women, yes.
Now we know why there's so many men going there.
God only knows what they're doing in that men's shed, but anyway.
Anyway, come on, we'll go over to File and we'll go over to Moss's Country Road.
Oh, maybe this London so wonderful sight, where the people are working by day and by night. They don't grow potatoes, nor barley nor wheat, while there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. I just took a hand
As Amelia Walters will finish off the set with a little instrumental for you. Come on, Titi. Give yourselves a big round of applause on the seat of Venice. Any takers for a little shoe the donkey? Don't forget this has been filmed for local television. We'll give you a breather after this one.
Shoot the donkey, for the beat from the peak. For the donkey would be wonky without shoes on his feet. Turn the nose back, turn the other man, the finest of rock. For tomorrow, better tomorrow, we'll be all in the dark. Yes, we're all up today to the great USA. We're heading for work in the town of New York. With our railroads and slaves, we forget all our pain as we shuffle our feet to the beat of the beat. Shoot the donkey, and the fire with the wall. All the yonkers, dirty wonkers, come to hear his hee-haw. And the sandwich, Mrs. Bandwidth, take the tea in the pot. Now the fine turkey's dry, and the weather is hot. Yes, we're all up today to the great USA. We're heading for work in the town of New York. With our railroads and slaves, we forget all our pain as we shovel our feet to the beat of the beat. Shoot the donkey, hurry up, don't be late. It's the first time in our life we had an ass and a break. All our aunts and little preacher, all our friends will rely. As he trots down Manhattan and across Central Park. Yes, we're all here today in the great USA. We're enjoying our work in the town of New York. With our railroads and slaves, we forget all our pain as we shovel our feet to the beat of the beat.
and you still had money to spend. Girls wore mini skirts and corduroy shirts and boots up to their knees. But back home here they looked so fair, there was such a sight to see. Well, Betsy and me about 3:30, we'd hit for God knows where, with the load of the pound and the roof rolled down on a 1600E. We'd hit Clonmel to hear McDell, or Dolan in Tremore, the Barrowland or the Silver Sands or a Marquee in Tullamore. Let's hear you singing if you know it. I wanna go back, take me back to where I wanna be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. Lovely girls we met, we made bed from every corner of the globe. From the hitching post to the last outpost, some of no fixed or gold. From the Golden Vale to Emmy Vale, where a blonde had her eye on me. Down to Cabot White for a farmer's wine, funded Betsy home for tea. Well, those times are gone and it wasn't long till they were just a memory. The halls up there in the full of wares like videos and TVs. I settled down and made a few pounds, but each Sunday as the clock strikes 8, I think it is time that the world was mine back in 1968. I want to go back, take me back to where I want to be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. I want to go back, take me back to where I want to be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. Take me back to where it all began for me. Let's go with songs for TT and Eileen. A little song called Laughlin's Bear. Easy, really easy. Down in Laughlin's Bar. It's 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. All the girls are on the floor, swinging up and swinging back, raving all the others mad. It's 1 step, 2 step.
Well, it's Daffodil Day, the 23rd of March 2012. And we're here in a most amazing setting here in the old schoolhouse here in Filegohig, very near Ballydesmond itself. And I'm absolutely blessed to be joined by VIPs extraordinaire after a very special atmosphere that we felt so clearly here tonight when we arrived. First of all, it's Mary Healy. Mary, my goodness, what an amazing committee you have here. I'm just looking at this very strong committee here. First of all, just to give us an idea of your association itself.
Well, about 5 years ago, this was a primary school, and due to falling numbers, the school closed. So a committee or a group of us got together and we decided to do something with the school so that it wouldn't fall into other people's hands or whatever. So since then, it is a lot of work and effort and reconstruction really of this particular room, and we have what we have today. So in the meantime, we have developed a lot of, especially the classes have gone, the sight dancing classes have gone very well. And on Sunday evening we have car playing and different events over the week. So we're so busy at the moment, we have no spare night.
Tremendous. And what we noticed here tonight, Mary, my first time ever here, even though I would have known Johnny Walsh, the principal of the school here when the school was here, and what an atmosphere and what a great welcoming feeling you get when you enter the building.
Yeah, this is a fantastic place. I suppose it's just representative of the welcoming feeling that's within the community anyway, that it has British it's great that the community represents that, and is represented here in the school and the community centre now, as we call it, by the people, the local people in particular, who are of great support and great
Now,
help.
just to introduce some of your very strong committee here. Next to you here, indeed, Mary.
It's Timmy John Howard.
Right.
And
Timmy John, what an amazing achievement here in the school here.
Well, it is down to hard work by the people of the area, and we thank our supporters and the people that have put their neck out and worked hard and have seen it a success, and it has been a success because everything that has been run here has run profitable and has run cleanly with a great camaraderie with the people around, with our neighbours.
Because we very much noticed this, that you seem to have such a very strong bond of a committee here.
We have, because thanks to every one of them, everyone puts their shoulder to the wheel when we all want it. Ours, the people have to go away, they can come back and you can call on Noel or Philomena or Mary, and they're a phone call away, and they'll throw their shoulder to the wheel.
Mighty. And already there tonight we saw Noel putting his shoulder to the wheel in a very special way. Noel, you must be very pleased with the way it has developed here.
Yeah, it's going well enough now, in fairness, yeah. We're happy enough, yeah.
What for you would be the main attraction here itself? Is it which seems to draw the greatest amount of interest?
Well, I suppose the Kelly's are going the best now at the moment. We had 10 sets here now, the last Kelly, so it was good turnout now, in fairness.
Tremendous altar. And of course you're in an area here, Sliabh Lucra, very strong in that whole world.
So it would be just a lot of traditional music and dancing.
Tremendous altar. And of course, there's nothing like a very welcoming cup of tea and coffee. And directly here tonight, Philomena had this not only available, but the most delicious refreshments with the coffee. Thank you very much indeed, Philomena. And of course, this is part of the overall welcoming feeling here.
Yeah, that's it.
So an awful lot of hard work goes into preparation like this.
A lot of work behind the scenes, yeah. That Norman knows about.
And those sandwiches, I'll tell you, there was a lot of preparation there, and those delicious sweet cakes, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's it.
And her apple tart is second to none. It is actually a thing that anything that runs, people will love her apple tart and her brown bread.
They will come back for it.
They will come back for more.
We'll have to be back there, William, who's on camera at the moment, and of course our cameraman, William Fitzgerald, is a past pupil of Filegohick National School here and feels very much at home here. So now we're right over to this gentleman, and who are we speaking with now?
Mayo Healy.
Right. Mayo, your feeling about the overall development that's happened here?
Well, this is local, and we used to go to Hazel Tree a lot, and it's a long ways away, and we find this, you're home in a few minutes, and great fun, and you meet local people.
Yes.
And we come to the set dancing and the lessons as well, and of course tonight, TT organised this night here tonight, and it was great.
What amazing music. My goodness, I got the feeling that you could have been in Hollywood tonight.
You could, and the cup of tea is very nice, and people haven't as much money to spend as they used to before, and these are cheap ways to enjoy yourself and have fun.
And I must say, it has all the ingredients of what you would see in the midst of the biggest cities in the world.
Oh yeah.
And more.
More, because the atmosphere, the local people and the fun.
Great.
And you're home in a shot, you're home in a few minutes.
All very real reasons why many, many more people should come to Filegohick here, and to meet with such wonderful people here that have been so welcoming. We're now, of course, speaking with
Eileen.
Right. And Eileen, for yourself, tonight particularly, I thought it came across so well. People were totally at home and really enjoying themselves.
they really enjoyed themselves tonight. I think really Mossy did a great job tonight, and he played a great variety of music, and I think it suited the crowd, and hopefully we'll have a bigger crowd the next time.
Oh, I can see it'll just be bursting at the seams as time goes on, because tonight, I must say, was very, very special. And the man that was responsible for bringing Mossy here, who was that gentleman?
My husband, T.T.
And coming right in the background here, we have T.T., who's so involved, in, of course, in the whole world of music and in Cork Music Station, a man with his heart very much in music, and a man that brings across a wonderful feel for music itself. T.T., you must be so pleased with the way everything has gone tonight.
Yeah, it was a lovely night, and it went down well. And we could have done with a few more, but sure, I guess that'll come in time, like to know. But
like everything, this was just the beginning, and the best is yet to come. Noel C. Duggan always said that in Millstreet, and look, he got Eurovision. And such.
And we were privileged to have Mossy, like to know, we know Mossy and he's one of Ireland's best country DJs. And it's great to have him, and it's great to see it going well.
Absolutely. Great. Well done, T.T. I'll tell you, you're behind every ship there's a very important captain, and here's the captain tonight, I'll tell you, in a very special way. Well done indeed, T.T. And of course, Mossy, welcome down to this wonderful part of the country here, because you're in the heart of the most wonderful traditional cultural areas you could imagine. But of course, you have this in Tipperary also, I'm sure.
I got great direction, Sean, I have to say. I was told be careful of the bears. So I had to run fast, Sean.
But Mossy, I must say that was an amazing presentation there tonight. You got the feeling that you had a whole orchestra behind you, and that you had a whole series of DJs.
I'm long enough doing it, Sean, long enough cutting people, so there's a few more years left to me, hopefully.
Well, I think, yeah, there's a reaction there, because I tell you, what we have seen here tonight certainly would encourage anyone to come again and again, because even you noticed there the people who were dancing there tonight, they were really very much at home here.
Fantastic community spirit, Sean. You could feel it the minute you walked in the door. I really could feel it. My first time ever here, and I could feel it the minute.
My first time ever here, so I got that straight away.
Yeah, big time now. There's a great community spirit, and you can see it. People doing a lot of good work for each other. Not alone for the community, but for each other as well, you know.
And I know through Mossy's radio work, Mossy, you'll be certainly promoting what you have seen here tonight. I'm sure that his radio programme in the next couple of weeks will be saying, well, I must go revert back again to that amazing place down there near Ballydesmond, Filegohic.
Oh, we'll definitely be giving him a mention. I'm actually on air tomorrow from 2 to 4, so we'll be giving it a mention.
Worldwide already.
And Tipperary FM.
Exactly, Tipperary FM, absolutely, and hugely popular over my goodness. So, anyone else that would like to share a thought, the way forward? How would you see the way forward, Mary?
Well, I think if we just continue with what we're doing, try to develop it and to advertise it more, like TT said, and get the locals. At the moment, on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, with some of the younger people involved, and I think they're the key really to keep anything going.
Future
as well as our own age group. Yeah. So that we have sports classes and keep fit classes on those nights. So we try to encourage the young people. I think we've all age groups really.
Great. Now, just to remind our viewers again, the range of items that actually happen. If we go through the week, are there specific nights that different things happen?
Yes. On Monday night, you have their meeting here. It's on Tuesday night we have we start with salsa dancing or samba dancing on Tuesday night. And Thursday night they do training for set dancing. Friday night, once a month they have Kayleys, and Saturday night they have, and once a month again we have storytelling around the fireside.
Lovely. And by the way, we must have a quick look there, William, right around here. Look at this for a most amazing development here. I think that is absolutely wonderful. The old open fire, and now all of a sudden I think the light is even about to go on. I think the fire will start lighting within seconds. I think, no, look at that. Noel has touch of magic there. That is absolutely fabulous. That is so. And so, as you say, when you're the round the fire side and the Shanachie thing and so on.
Yes, we have Shanachie and people from surrounding villages. We have Rock Chapel, the Cayley Set Dancers, and the Cayley Music. They come here.
So there's a whole network.
There's a whole network. And
has Jack Roach been here?
He has indeed. And on Sunday then we have a 45 car drive on Sunday evening from 3 to closing time.
Tremendous. Well, I must say, all we can say is every good look in this most amazing development here. And just as we're about to leave this very special centre, we can envisage being back here on many an occasion for many a very special night. Tonight has been our first night, and I must say the atmosphere is one that leads you back and back again. And we'd encourage all our viewers to certainly consider coming on a visit here. Watch out for different events because these will be actually advertised itself. We'll be finishing now, and we thank all our wonderful, very welcoming friends here in Filegoig, the old schoolhouse. And William,
thank you, Sean, for advertising us on the air.
We're absolutely delighted and honoured.
We really appreciate it because it's likes of you that put us there, and Willie Fitz, as our past pupil, we have to look after Willie, and he look after Willie down north.
Well, we give him, as William here has often indicated, he's one of your best promoters of Filegoig National School.
We thank him too.
Very good indeed.
Very good.
And there it is. And thank you all, Titi and all our Eileen and all our very, very good friends. And of course, just to be conscious of this ad behind us here, DJ Mossy Richardson, music from the greatest to the latest, weddings, parties and pubs, and all the telephone numbers there and the email address. All to be seen on our website later. So from the old schoolhouse here in Filegoig, from our wonderful friends here, from our first visit, we go right over to the old schoolhouse artwork and then right back to the studio.
Wow. Brendan, you were out fishing with us.
See the little fellas, Jerry?
I do, yeah.
You know what they are?
They're tadpoles.
Eh?
They're tadpoles.
Yeah, they go through a rough time before if they ever become a frog.
Wash the most of them, do you?
Oh, it's 1% out of every 2,000 that live.
And are you feeding them?
Well, they're feeding themselves.
On where?
Whatever was inside in the water that they're in, like.
Do you know that they eat each other?
Do you know that
they're cannibals?
I don't know about that now.
Yeah. They're a tadpole, that's what he lives off of.
They're a protected species. Do you know that?
They'd want to because I think frogs are getting scarce.
Yeah, the protected species. The frog is a protected species now. And there'll only be about 2 frogs live, every frog when they're spawned there's about 200 eggs, or 2,000 eggs.
And at the way,
and 1% of that.
There'll be less of them there this spring because the weather is so dry that there's very few swamps.
What's the biggest predator that they have?
I suppose maybe a magpie or
magpie is bad for magpie, the grey crow.
The grey crow.
Yeah. They'll be waiting until they get their legs and be able to hop around and
I suppose the heron would probably pick him as well.
Yeah. The heron wouldn't be able to hurt like the magpie though.
No, the magpie is have to get rid of a magpie.
Yeah.
Well, that's lovely. We'll have to have a look at it again before we finish. And don't forget too that there's Millstreet Vintage. The big day is on Easter Sunday, on the 8th of April, and there's four. It is for 4 worthy causes: Millstreet Boys School, Millstreet St Vincent de Paul, the North Cork branch of EMS Ireland, and Palliative Care Unit at Cork University Hospital. And it's
four good causes now for
and it's all on up around this area here in Mount Leader. There's a change of venue this year, and it's at the main venue is K&L, and there's parking in the rest of the industrial estate here around. And hope it goes well.
The blue car for the weekend,
I'd say so, yes. Hopefully.
Yeah. There's been wedding carrigan anyway, but faith to turn up in Millstreet, whatever happens.
Sure, Millstreet it doesn't like Millstreet.
It mustn't like Millstreet because it was actually missed out of the parade, like. The parade was a great success.
It was, yeah. I only barely made the end of the parade myself, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. But lose the interest, you Pat?
No, I hadn't time. I was busy.
Busy man. Yeah. That's why we were doing picking shamrock or something for Patrick's Day?
No, I got that from Mary Keller there. She has loads of shamrock.
She shamrock up there. Well, this week now, last Monday night, and we went to the churchyard, the transition.
And what's going on in the churchyard? There's something like a crib there.
You see the pupils, the transition pupils of the community school, last Monday night, they had a sleepout for to collect money for Trócaire. So that's why the cabins were there. They had kind of little tents there that they were sleeping inside. So Sean Riley and myself went to see the cabin.
And it's all over now?
Oh, it's all over now. It's only for 24 hours, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Do they collect much money in there?
We haven't any feedback yet, but look, we'll have one look now and see what was there.
Right.
Right. Do you need to connect over there so you're... Well, it's the 26th of March 2012. It's the first night, the second night in fact, of the new time, and a very special event happening here right outside the St Patrick's Church here in Millstreet, in the church grounds itself. There's a special sleepout, and transition year chaplain chanted by the transition year themselves. And at this particular point, we're going to have a quick word with the chaplain of Millstreet Community School, John McGee. John, an annual event at this point.
Well, yeah, we had it the first time actually was 2 years ago. We had it 2 years ago, and so we decided the transition year group this year were very keen to hold it, so we thought we'd go ahead with it as well. It's such a lovely bunch. So
excellent, Alter, and for a very, very good cause, John.
Very good cause. It's linked to the Trócaire's Lenten campaign for 2012. And so there's a few, 2 or 3 different layers in terms of what's going on this evening. Apart from the bit of self-sacrifice, the girls can tell you about it, self-sacrifice. There's also the sense of a bit of solidarity with people who struggled for shelter, and also to raise awareness about the campaign, and to raise some money as well for the box set. Raise money for the Lenten campaign as well.
So threefold, yes. Wonderful. And 2 of the spokespeople here, we have Maura Buckley. Hello, Maura, granddaughter, and we have Emma Hickey. Laura and Emma, your overall feelings, because this certainly is going to be a rather long night to be outdoors tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'd say it'll be good enough crack, but I'd say once we get settled in, and I'd say the next few hours it'll probably get freezing now. There was frost last night, so...
Yes. So you've picked, at least it's going to be dry. We see the moon up there, and we see the stars, but it's going to be dry itself. And what is your, if you looked at reasons for doing what you're doing now, what would you place forward as being the main reason?
Well, I think it's because the Trócaire is based on the Uganda this year, and it's mainly about like the people that were in camps and now they're going back into their homes trying to rebuild their lives. So they were kind of taken out of their comfort zone and put into, these camps like where they were being not very good conditions, and now we're kind of trying to not really replicate, but we're trying to show that we kind of, I don't know how to say it.
Recreate. To show that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful word there, a comfort zone there. And I see Father Sean Tucker. Father Sean, your feelings about what's happening here with the young people here, inspired by John McGee here.
Well, I was just asking them. They were saying that specifically what they're devoting their stay awake is for the displaced people in Uganda is what they told me. And I was asking them who's fighting in Uganda, so they were very specific about it, so they're well briefed. So it's very impressive. I told them they're very impressive, and I wish them a happy night's sleep.
Well done indeed. So a very word of encouragement there from Father John Tugger. So overall, you came here at 7 p.m. and you're going to be here till
7 a.m.
7 a.m. 12 full hours. My goodness. And Brendan is capturing our inspiration. The just witnessing there is a spirit that's going to continue through the night.
Well, I don't know. We'll probably get second, third after a while.
And when it comes to school tomorrow, a day off surely?
No,
No?
we're going in at 11 a.m. so that, you know, it would be kind of pointless to go home and sleep it off then.
Yes.
You wouldn't get the full effect of it.
Well, I must say that is true sacrifice there, and you're certainly inspirational in what you're doing. And of course, this year of transitional year has been so special. You've been doing so many things, and appearing on television also, national television there. Isn't that right, Maura? You remember there you were on Network 2,
Yeah.
the Daily, so it's got, yeah. So anyway, well done, girls, and well done to everyone here. How many are taking part anyway?
32.
32
Not
young
everyone is
people.
here yet. There's some
Yes, 32 young people, my goodness. Thanks very much, Maura and Emma, and right back to John. You're looking forward to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning?
Looking forward to 7 a.m. It gives you, it fills me with such great hope and happiness to be here with such a nice bunch of young people. It's just fantastic, really, and they give you energy, and people have been going into markets here and wishing them well and dropping their money in, and even if they don't drop money in, it's the fact they're wishing them well and are curious what's going on. It's great to see young people doing such a good thing.
Yeah. Hugely inspirational there. We thank Brendan on camera here for capturing a very special annual event, one that truly inspires not just the town here but far, far beyond. So at this particular point then, from a rather chilly Monday night here, we move back to our studio.
Coming there from the churchyard where I presume they slept all night anyway, but we'll find out later how much money they raised. Now, Sean Redley asked me earlier tonight, we were talking about cows and calves, and Sean Redley was very curious as to know when a cow would calve. So with modern technology now, the cow will text you about half an hour before she's due to calve, you know? So this cow is now in the process of calving, and that's the happy cow. I'd say the job is done. Is that right? So now I think we're going to Cullen, okay? Or move, right, we move the cow over there like Ryan probably does. How do you turn that off or whatever? So we're going now, where are we going now? Let me think for a second. We are going, oh yes, Sean Redley is around the studio tonight, and we must get him a belt, because after the weigh-in in Cullen, the pants is literally falling off him, do you know? So just to see what happened in Cullen there last week, let's go to Cullen. Let's see what happened, Sean.
Centre. The 10 weeks are over, and my goodness, it's been an unusual 10 weeks. You can see the atmosphere, the party atmosphere here tonight in the community centre itself. Everyone enjoying refreshments, some beautiful music up there, and of course the man of the moment himself, and as always over the many years, Dr. Pat Casey. Dr. Pat, what an amazing past 10 weeks.
It's amazing number of weeks, certainly. Excuse me. More than that, I was just thinking we've come to the end of our 27th annual weigh-in. Where the years have gone, I don't know. They certainly seem to fly, but every time I say it, every 10 weeks, they're extra special. Great fun, wonderful fun, lovely people coming, and we enjoy it. All for a good cause. I certainly enjoy it, and the people who come enjoy it as well. As evidenced by the way they're enjoying themselves up here tonight.
Absolutely.
Now, we're not letting you off the hook for the moment, because there's a very important thing, Sean, I think. You weren't getting away with this.
Right.
I'll call your bluff now in a minute.
But Dr. Pat, 27 years, my goodness, and you were just getting younger and younger. What is the secret? You must have a Tiernan old secret.
Flash will get you everywhere, Sean.
That's before I get weighed. Now, at this particular point, I agree, while this is the moment of truth,
And at this particular point, I'll have to take everything out of my pocket just to give me every advantage whatsoever. But you know, the one thing, Dr. Pat, before we even get weighed, what this particular 10 weeks has done for me is that it has changed my lifestyle in a very special way, particularly from the point of view of exercise and walking. I think you would emphasize how important that is.
That's very important. I agree. Lifestyle is absolutely important. Apart from the amount you lose or whatever you don't do, lifestyle very, very important. Because
of course the continuance then of
keep it, that's it.
Rather than just the 10 weeks.
That's right. I try to impress that on people that this is just a start and continue on. Just no heroics, but just a normal, healthy lifestyle.
And what I've noticed there in the Millstreet Town Park, I noticed that there's a group of people with whom I've created a camaraderie at this particular point that I never realised used to be there on such a regular basis.
Yes. Well, the same thing applies to Cullen and Knocknagree GA grounds and Bantier. We will have some people from Bantier coming here.
So it's widespread.
It's widespread. Yes, it is. Now, I don't take all the credit for it. I presume this Operation Transformation on television has certainly helped and given people an idea of what they can achieve in the rest of it. But yes, it applies to a lot of the sports, the playing fields about the place. Yeah,
certainly you feel much better when exercise is involved. Isn't it true? Because you are you yourself are such a great advocate of exercise. You exercise on a daily basis.
Not as much as I should do, but they talk about these endorphins and the rest of it, that you get a surge of them after exercise and that. And I've no doubt, yes, it does. And people who are fit will tell you, yes, that
how huge difference.
Absolutely, yes.
Of course, the other aspect then are the sweet things, some of which are on the table here.
Yes, after the rain. Yes.
While there's a great temptation there, gradually I think you can begin to resist it because you realise that just a few of those and up goes the weight straight away again.
Well, we all have a sweet tooth, and I am no exception. I think if somebody like you, the thing is, don't buy them. If you don't have them in the house, you can't eat them. If you have them in the house, the temptation is there.
Have the fruits in the house.
Absolutely, yes. Right. Now, that being said, I'm not a killjoy altogether. There are always occasions, and I say, people have been here to me and they said, "Oh, I was at a wedding last week, things are bad." I said, "Of course you were right to eat when you're at a wedding. When you're at a function, yes, of course, we all do that."
One thing I suppose that people would be very tempted to do here, going on a very strict diet, and then when it's all over, go back to normality again.
It's no good.
Maybe it wouldn't work really.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No,
I didn't go on a strict diet. I tried to just change the lifestyle to a degree that I could cope with.
Yes, as I say, moderation in all things. I don't always practice it, but that's the idea.
That's definitely the message here from Dr. Pat.
Moderation.
So I suppose the moment of truth, Dr.
That's
Pat.
right, John. We'll see that.
We'll have to get ready.
Absolutely. All the lead. We leave the pioneer pen. It might help. It might help, John, if you left it in.
Very good. So here we go. Yes, right, Dr. Pat.
You had the jacket on or off?
No, we had it on. I'll have to leave the jacket on. So at this particular point, so now the moment of truth, and with William on camera here, 10 weeks later, well, I know in my heart that I haven't reached the target, but at least there's been an attempt, and there's a difference, some difference anyway. So here we go, and I must get right, Dr. Pat. Hold on there now. There we are. Lovely. Well, here we go.
Well, I won't make it public, Sean. I won't make it public, but you have done. You have improved. You have improved.
Thank you.
Am I allowed to say it?
Yes, please do.
Yes.
Please do.
You have lost 9 pounds weight. 9 pounds weight. That's in 9 pounds in 9 weeks. No, 10 nights, but it's 9 weeks. So it's £1 a week, which is excellent. 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 That's absolutely excellent.
I suppose my target was to lose 1.5 stone, but I think the fact that I didn't change my lifestyle to the degree of a very strict diet, I can cope with a lifestyle like this.
That's right. If you're losing a pound a week, you're doing very, very well. Very, very well. And having a reasonable lifestyle as well. You're more likely to stick with it.
So I'll have to just continue walking.
Absolutely. And back a small little bit from the table.
Yeah.
And don't be I hope you know shopkeepers and ministers are listening to me. Don't be buying the sweet things.
I'll be at the fruit shop.
Very good. Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Pat, you're a great motivator, and thank you so much.
Well done, Sean. Well done. We're very proud of you.
And finally, thank you so much. And just to our many viewers, because I know many people are listening to your advice, Dr. Pat. The advice to our many viewers that have been following us over the past 10 weeks.
Again, I keep repeating myself, moderation. Reduce a little at the time and avoid the fattening, the rubbish we would like to call it. Sweetened drinks, I think, are, to me, I won't mention brand names because I want to be giving them publicity, but there's an awful amount of sugar in the sweetened things. Drink a bottle of water. You know, you don't need it, because if somebody told me the amount of sugar that's in a bottle of some of the sweetener is unbelievable now. So bottle of water. We've lovely water in Millstreet, as you know, straight from Tubber. Drink plenty of it.
Mighty honour. Dr. Pat,
I'll talk to you later, Sean. God bless you.
And of course, we're now going to wait now for the many people that have lost amazing amounts of weight and that have made such great funds for this very worthy cause, Cullen and District Special Needs Association. So we're going to join those people now. At this particular point, we're so grateful to Dr. Pat Casey, and particularly when we hear uplifting news as we've just heard. Thanks very much, Dr. Pat.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Lovely. Great. Thank you very much indeed. Well, now, the VIPs that are here, the real weight losers here tonight in such a most amazing manner, we're looking at one now. This is Anthony Barry. Anthony, how are you feeling at the end of this 10 weeks?
Oh God, a bit lighter anyway, Sean, thank God. I suppose a lot of people said good luck tonight, and I suppose my reaction to that is there's no luck involved in it, it's all hard work, you know. You just got to work hard at it, you know, and it pays off in the end, I guess, really, you know.
And I can certainly endorse this, because I saw Anthony particularly training on a daily basis. My goodness, you certainly, weather didn't matter, you were there at all times.
I guess, you know, we're good for excuses. It's very easy to make an excuse and not do it, but this time around, I just put my heart behind it and started out doing maybe 100 metres a day, ended up doing 60 miles a week. So,
my goodness. Dr. Pat, what do you say?
Anthony, am I allowed to mention what you've lost? Well, I'm pleased to say, unless alone with a very late surprise entrant, Anthony is the winner, having lost 51 pounds, an amazing 51 pounds. I think it's tremendous. Absolutely. Look at that. Straight.
I've lost 9.
I think it's a wonderful achievement. And it's pure motivation. Absolute motivation. You must be, as I say, it's a wonderful achievement. 51 pounds is absolutely tremendous.
You'll have to write a book about the whole thing.
That's right, indeed.
I should write a book to try to keep it that way. No, the challenge only starts out, Sean.
Well, that's right, but anyway, it's great. That's wonderful, and congratulations.
Great. Thanks very much, Dr. Pat. Well, there it is, my goodness, to actually have met the winner here tonight, and we've just arrived in time, Anthony Barry. What an amazing achievement. Now, adding to the wonderful atmosphere here in Cullen Community Centre on an actual nightly basis, on a weekly basis, when the weigh-in would be happening over the past 10 weeks. We have, of course, some wonderful musicians, and here tonight, entertaining us in the most wonderful manner here. So let's join them there now as we hear some wonderful music by the traditional group here.
Brilliant there. That's absolutely terrific, terrific.
Yes, 175 people weighed in, and most of you will be leaving here tonight a bit lighter, and that's thanks to your great effort. I know a lot of you have lost a lot of weight, and Dr. Casey's going to tell you about that soon. And we had a lot of help. We had Hannah, who gave us some great aerobics every week. We also had our musicians who showed up every night. We had some great coverage from Shawnee and from the Corkman, Phil Sullivan and John Tarrant. I Buckley covered us on County Sound, and Joan put us in the Mislet as well. So thanks to everyone for doing that for us. So I think you just want to know what happened here. So I'm going to give you to Dr. Casey, who of course has been keeping an eye on you every week, and without him we wouldn't have been able to do this either. So we give Dr. Casey a round of applause. All the other committee members, of course, work behind the scenes so everything runs nice and smoothly. So once again, thank you very much.
My part is very easy tonight. I've just got to announce, well, more or less announce the winners. And as you all know, I'm a man of few words. That's gone through. Now, we'll start off, we have some beautiful trophies here, and I would like to thank Robert Guerin Ballydaly, who was presented with the trophy. Now, his wife Dorothy was here tonight, but for family reasons she was unable to stay. Robert was unable to come. We thank them both very, very much indeed, and I would like it recorded. Beautiful trophies here, and we're deeply indebted to them. The presentation began last year. So we'll see now who the winners of these lovely trophies are. And we'll start off with the ladies, because even at my age I fancy myself as kind of a ladies man. Wishful thinking. And I can't remember it. We started number 3. Number 3, we have 3 prizes, by the way, for gents and ladies. Number 3, at 26 pounds weight loss, no in the hand from Congratulations, Noreen. And we'll get a picture with Shawnee here now. Giving the other respectability to it. Number 2, at 30 pounds, just very, very close. Pauline Green, again from the Monarch. Pauline, I won't use the same one I'm squeezing anymore. And the winner tonight, a great friend of ours. She's helped out in the years with our aerobics, and a very faithful attender every week. herself and her lovely girls, 3 beautiful girls who are very helpful to us, collecting cards and all that, and they're great friends of mine, aren't they? Aren't you? They're lovely girls, and I'm mad about them. Anyway, it's their mammy that's getting the prize tonight. Gina Dunson, £31. That's a trophy by talk is cheap. No, look at Sean. And now we come to the gentleman, and again in the reverse order. Number 3, Frank O'Sullivan from Boherwee. Frank has been with us for the last couple of years, and he's done very well last year and this year, and we congratulate him. May I pick out a lovely one there for him. Congrats, Frank. That's it now. Well done, Frank. The shops in Boherwee must be doing very little business for the last 10 weeks. Because number 2, and very creditable, £41 weight, is his brother Phil O'Sullivan. And great to see you, Phil, and to see you doing so well again. Congratulations. Now, in all things there's a winner. Tonight, we have a fantastic winner. Head and shoulders in every sense over everybody here tonight. He's been a winner before, but I think this is the biggest weight loss in our time in 27 years. Maya can probably concur with me in that. At 51 pounds weight, 51. Here for our first night. It's an awful pity he isn't here tonight because I think Anthony could be a candidate for the Cork football team. Anthony Barry, 51 pounds. Congratulations, who collected most money, and we have 3 prizes, but we have a tie. So not alone did he lose most weight, but he tied for 3rd prize in the amount of money collected at €205. Anthony Barry, congratulations again. Congratulations again. Kathleen, you do the
Kathleen, you. Perfect.
Well done, Anthony. As I said, things are getting very tight in the top. In equal place, third, it's just that I should have brought it up first, but like Anthony wasn't sitting down. Peg Parish from Donegal. Where are you, Peg? Oh, here's my lovely girl. She's gone. My goodness me. We'll have to get the trophy there somehow or another. Anyway, Peg Pearson from Donegal, €205 again. Wonderful. Second prize, and I don't think he's here tonight, Pat Eakin from Norwell. I don't see him around. we'll get the prize soon. But top of the list at €305, L2C from Baltair.
Perfect. Lovely.
God will realize how small they are. Well done, Bill. Thank you very much indeed. Well, now, Breda has thanked you all, and I would like to add my thanks to you. I think you're all wonderful. It was a great 10 weeks we had here. I enjoyed it very, very much indeed. Lovely people. We had a great bit of fun. Musicians were lovely. Kept the atmosphere going here and that. But I again would like to concur with what Breda said about the committee. They're around here, scattered around the place. They've been here every night, Monday night for the last 10 weeks. And they're wonderful people. They do an awful lot of work behind the scenes. It's not easy, but they do it all voluntary. They've been very kind to me, and I must say that I must add, first night we give out a number of cheques to deserving organisations. But since then, I have received a cheque from the organisation for the IATPT. This is an organisation that takes children and young adults with special needs to Lourdes at Easter every year. And I would like to thank my committee, and the IATPT have asked me to convey their thanks, their gratitude to the committee here for sending them on the cheque. Thank you very much indeed. 27 years, where have they gone to? This is how long we've been having the way in, and please God, we'll continue for more. It's a wonderful opportunity, I think, for everybody. After Christmas, get the bit of weight down, as I say, it might be to get into the outfit for the first communion, the confirmation, the wedding, the engagement, and I had somebody tonight, and I didn't realise why she was so, enthusiastic about it, and she told me the last night, I hadn't known the girl, she's getting married in August. So, lovely, and she will fit into the dress. A size 10 I would think she'd get into. I'm very well with these things. We have a great bit of fun here. Again, as I say, we'd like to thank everybody, Shawnee, John, Phil, Eiley, and all who have given us the publicity, those who organise the mass leaflets and all that. Again, Hannah, for keeping them going and giving them the exercises, and again to Tina for her work in previous years. I'm sure I've left everybody out, but a lot of people out, but I'm very grateful to you all. We wouldn't have, tonight's a wonderful night, a very exceptional night, and, but it wouldn't be possible without you who took part in the weight loss. Some of you were marvellous, as we can see here, but it was unbelievable, some of the weight loss. A lot of people lost a good share of weight, some of you lost a little bit, but everything helps, and it's the motivation that helps. And I often say, well, look, moderation, but then if you do go to a function and the rest of it, enjoy yourself. A bit of latitude, we all like a bit of latitude from time to time, and so don't feel guilty about it if you have a day out. Enjoy it, or if you're going to a function, enjoy it. So, little plug. Is it the second or the third night in January, Monday night in January? Third Monday night in January next year. Now, for any of you who have just slipped slightly off the wagon and have a little trifle to lose again, we'll be glad to see you. We'll have the same old spiel as before. Again, our next social function will be the old-time trashing on Latium Sunday. I've forgotten the date in July, Myra.
7,600 is the figure.
And Myra, to the date in July, Latium Sunday, you'll all know that, Latium Sunday, we'll be here again. And the figure, the amount of money we've collected so far tonight, and there will be a lot more to come in, is €7,600, which I think is wonderful. And then my thanks to the committee. They've been wonderful, and to all of you who have given us such publicity, but to all of you who have come along, made the effort, a big effort. It's been a very big effort for some of you. We're very, very grateful to you all. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless you all. Thank you.
We have just seen the presentation of all the different major prizes here at Collin Community Centre. Now the draw follows, but at this particular point we're now going to go back to the studio. We thank William who's been on camera and for this very special weight loss programme here in Collin. We're all very pleased that everything went so well.